I don't even know if I come across like I know everything, because I certainly don't feel like I do. My wasteboard is indeed not square to my machine.
Hey there, CNCers! Scott here again for Sienci Labs. I've now started this 3 times, thrice as it were, because I keep on making mistakes. So just chalk it up, add another one to the pile. As of right now, this is kind of like Scott's resolution to Scott's confession. So part 2 of Scott's confession, if you will, only with maybe a fix added to it. If you saw Scott's confession, you saw that in my infinite wisdom, I had my, my flippy flippies, and I thought I was all cool, and I really had something figured out, and then I had it blow up in my face when I flipped my guitar body over and it did not line up as it was supposed to. In my, again, infinite wisdom that my wasteboard and all that were square and perpendicular and all the goodness to my LongMill itself, and then found out the crying hard way that no, it was not, and it was off by the slightest of margins. However, when you're dialing something as tight as a guitar, that slightest of margins can really make a difference. So lesson learned was that we are not going to, I personally, I mean, you can do as you please, but I personally will never again, and I say never again, and I'm probably going to regret saying that because it's on film now, but I learned that my wasteboard and my actual table and everything that the LongMill is built on top of was not as precise and dialed in as I thought it was. And when I use that as my reference to squaring things, you can see how that, domino rally would go downhill in a big hurry. So what we kind of learned, and again, some of you out there probably already knew this and you're like, Scott, you are a fool. Why would you do that? Well, because I'm learning just like a whole bunch of our audience, and I hadn't thought it through. And if I'm being honest, I thought I had it dialed in really, really well. So I was really annoyed and shocked and disappointed and saddened that it was out by as much as it was. I am not going to dismount my LongMill. I know after doing the calibration tool a number of times, she's cutting square. I call her affectionately the Terminator because there's some still prototype parts on here. So the Terminator is still kicking butt and taking names. It's cutting the way it's supposed to. What is changing, or the way I'm going to move forward with laying projects down, is after I peel off all my manky looking boards that have all the things that are carved on them, it served its purpose as a wasteboard. I've carved into it. Now, I mean, could I have put an 1/8 inch spacer or something underneath everything I've done and carved into that to save this? Absolutely. And if I'm being honest, that's where when I built my LongMill, I thought that was what I was going to do. I thought I was never going to put a mark in this beautiful surface, and then that went downhill in a hurry too. So we're gonna peel off the old boards. Step 1. I have cut some replacements that are the exact same dimensions as my old ones, save for one modification that, again, I didn't know when I started this table, and even when I did Johnny 5, the original one, I didn't know I was going to need it. I didn't think about it, is tiling. Here, I've got this guy right here. On these guys, you can see, give me some lighting. There we go. You can see that this chunk here can't be surfaced by the LongMill. It's outside the cutting area. And if you're going to be tiling a job and you're going to lay your job across that on either the front or the back, or both, in my case, as I've done a few times, while not making a huge difference, that lip is kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to modify these pieces to only be as big as my cutting area, which will indeed make tiling marginally easier. It's already kind of tricky, so why would I have to worry about that? So there's one. And part 2, kind of the reason for Scott's Confession part 2, is not only the aesthetic part of it, that functional part of it, but I am going to, after I have all these replaced, I lied. I am actually going to carve into this surface, this wasteboard, but I am going to carve in, I haven't decided how many, but I'm going to carve in a parallel line and a perpendicular line, or perpendicular lines. Again, I haven't decided the layout on that yet, but that will tell me very clearly, hey, this is where your LongMill is cutting square, and that is what you want to line up to if you are looking for accurate square and perpendicular and parallel cuts, which is the whole reason why Scott's confession happened in the first place and why that whole mistake happened in the first place. So that's the long and the short of it. We're keeping this one quick. I've already cut the boards. There's a stack of them right there. I am going to peel these off. I'm going to put the new ones down. I don't know that I'm going to be as accurate as I was with screwing it in the first time, because quite honestly, I just don't care at this point. As long as it stays in place and as long as I don't hit it with my router bits, we're aces. Scott's Confession Part 2 wrapping up. We're going to throw some time-lapse footage, probably, of me doing some fun stuff here to make it look a little better. Bieber. Gave him Bieber a shout out from the LongMill community. Woo! Does everybody know who Bieber is? Anyway, we're going to fix this up. Scott's confession is going to take a hiatus after this because I'm never going to make a mistake again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn from our mistakes. We're going to fix it. And we're going to move on. And I hope that for the people who have been doing this for a long time, it's helpful. And I hope for the people who are just thinking about or just starting, it is even more helpful because we're taking some of the pain out of the game for you. So stick around while I get this thing all fixed up and rocking. There you have it, folks, the fastest wasteboard swap over in the history of LongMills. Okay, maybe not, but the moral of the story is if you make a mistake, own it and share it with people because they may have already made that mistake, or maybe you can save them from making that mistake. That's half the reason we're doing these videos, is to help the community out because, you know, at the end of the day, you guys support us and we want to support you. So that's about it. I hope everybody found it helpful and handy. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and dings and things because, you know, you want to be in the know with the you know. So I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll do my best to answer them personally. And, you know, we'll see you around the CNC.